Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Hello everybody, welcome back to Mr. Poke Games, or Poke if you prefer. This is going to be part 11 of our Tales of Arise playthrough. This will be interesting. So when we left off before, we had, well, we'd watched a lord kind of turn the entire rebellion into goo. And then we chased after her in a ship, and now we're on her fortress. I was trying to sort together thoughts in my head. It's like I started the recording and was like, oh shit, I need to recollect what the fuck's been happening. I'd already started going through here a tiny bit last time. Not far. I came into this room and then saw how big this was and kind of thought about it because this is one floor, meaning there's probably at least 2 to 3 floors. So thinking about that, thinking about how long this could potentially take, yeah. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be very, very, very fun. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are having a, well, good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. And like I said, I think this will be a very fun day for us all. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I know that slowly but surely we are inching closer to the end of this game. And I hope that you guys will appreciate the content that I have coming forward, or have coming out going forward, but we'll see. I have not had an opportunity to play almost any games this week, so I think Overwatch and Tales of Arise, this is like the only 2 games that I've played this week with how much work I've had, so thank you guys for bearing with me with everything on Wednesday. I know not a lot of people saw the Overwatch video, but I mean, for those that watch this video, thank you. I've been ridiculously busy with papers and other things as it's getting close to the end of the semester, and I'm a senior, so I stay fucking busy in college. But still, I appreciate any and all support. If you guys want to leave a like, comment down below maybe how your day is, and or what you're thinking about the series, and or what you'd like me to do next. I like feedback. Of course, any and all feedback's fine.
Nice.
Even if it's, you know, criticism, it's still, you know, it helps me. Even if it's criticism, saying this could be improved, or I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. I am trying to improve as I'm working here, so any feedback you guys want to give, feel free. Dang. Razor Cyclone, that's dope.
It's almost too strong. Be my guest.
Where are you going? I'll finish you here and now. Very well. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Well, dang.
Certainly not bad. No complaints here.
Huh?
Got it.
Is there anything over here? Yes, there is. Never hurts to look, guys. It never hurts to look. There's an enemy over here. Yeah. Hopefully it's worth the trouble.
Right,
It's an
here
alpha. Alright.
Your armor won't save you. This one's all mine. Eat this.
Here's the evil.
Here I come. Swallow blade. Here I come.
Watch this. Water. Here I come. Supernova.
Too fast.
Now, Kizar. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
That'll do it.
Not a chance. Dragon swarm.
Man,
Storm. I'm not done.
Now.
Dragon swarm.
could be the end of that.
Full throttle.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Dang. Alright. Is anything new? Yes, it is.
What's this thing?
It's called Funny thing is, we still don't have a whole lot of use for gold. I mean, it's obviously useful. I just... We started with a ridiculous amount.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
They're gonna be a thing. Need to walk around. What's up, guys?
Get lost!
I see one, eh? Can't get out of this! Fall back! Dragon Swarm!
We I'll take my revenge on you!
You picked the wrong fight!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Damn.
Not a chance! We're not finished! Glimmer anything in armor is all mine! Dragon Swarm!
Primed and ready!
Armor won't save you! Dragon Swarm! Dodge the dust! You're on! Take this!
Air thrust!
There's just no saving them. Alrighty.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Just gonna run over here and pretend that you didn't see me. It's like having level 100 sneak in Skyrim. You guys can't see shit. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. Oh shit. Maybe they did.
No choice! Here I come!
Heavy spearman. Sheesh! Alright. Trying to knock you on your ass.
You think that the shield will save you?
Here I go!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Damn.
Neon, astral energy! Full throttle!
Not a chance! You're on!
Here goes!
Dragon Swarm!
Everyone hanging in there?
Gotta make sure that we loot everything. Yeah, that's extra. Yeah, unfortunately can't move without going
It'll
through
be a
that.
breeze. Get in, get out.
Not on my watch!
It's over! Take this!
By the power of
Flash
fire!
you!
They really don't give up, do they?
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning!
Take
Bring
this!
astral
Dragon
energy!
Swarm!
To the fray!
You're finished!
Annihilation!
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant blood! Thunder field!
Oh my goodness.
This one's all mine! I'm on the wall now! Eat this!
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Alrighty.
Onward and upward.
Huh. What's up, guys?
It's on!
Armor.
Corruption! Wind astral energy! Lightning condemn!
Take down their defensive damage!
Let the marksman handle
Do
this!
it! Watch
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Dance in the wind!
First strike!
Sleep now!
It's funny how I get really quiet just because I'm really comfortable letting the audio of the game take over my audio for the commentary. It's like sometimes I'm just concentrating in a game and sometimes it's just like, well, I don't feel like I need to talk over this particular scene, and also, you know, it allows me to multitask
Could
in
have
the
been
background
worse.
a little bit, not gonna lie, but it's fine. Let me see. Oh, you look nice.
I won't forgive you.
Chief Marksman. Leaving you alone seems dangerous.
Do as I say! Dragon Swarm! I will show you any mercy!
Glacial spear.
Take this! Here and now! No further! You're finished! Not today! Dragon Swarm! Try this! Infernal Turret! I really owe you one. Here I come!
Oh my goodness.
Infernal Devastation!
Unfortunately, I I'm more afraid of the person with a range attack than I am when he's up in my face.
Eat this! You're mine! I'm on a roll now! Dragon Swarm! Eagle Fly! Here I come! You should have messed with me!
Glacial
Go
spear.
time!
Here's the
You're
arrow.
mine! It's over!
I never miss.
Now you see what I can do! You're mine!
Eat
It's
this.
on!
You're mine. Now, very well. Astral energy.
Oh, please be enough to kill.
Go!
Thank goodness.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Oh, you
Never
leveled
seen
up.
anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Yeah, I see it's back here. Okay. So, like I'd kind of thought before, we have some floors to get through. But there's something else in here, and I want to know what it is. For my own sanity's sake, I'm gonna be checking the recording more often now, because of the fun joy of having it cut off on me before. Holy sh!
Get
Oh.
lost!
Here I come!
You got buried!
Take this! Denied! Dragon Swarm!
This is gonna be so chaotic.
Astral energy.
Say no more! My turn! Eat this! Mirage!
The airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Like astral
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Volcanic impact. Jeez.
One's all mine! I'm just getting started! Ignite!
Here's a healing
Dragon
arm!
Swarm! I owe you one! I'm not done! Eagle Fly! Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
Just chaos of damage, man.
Hear my
Here
command!
and now!
More for the time! Flame of fury! Raging dragon!
Watch it!
Come get it!
Now you see what I can do! Dragon Swarm! Take this! I'm just getting started! I'll crush you!
Damn, man.
Like this! Tenebrous Claw!
4,000? I was too optimistic. Good damage, though.
You're mine! Talon Storm!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Devastation!
Here's the claw!
You all right?
I never
yeah,
miss!
I'll be okay. This one's all mine!
Far enough! Here's a healing arm!
I'm on it!
First
Oh,
aid!
that freaking
I'll
does
cover
it!
you! Permanent render!
Burn! I owe you one! No further! Eagle Dive! Take this!
Arrow sword! Here's a healing arm! First aid!
Blast! Eternal Devastation!
There! Here's a raging
This is looking good!
Power of water! Mega ray!
Take this!
Not on my watch.
I'm not done! Storm!
Lightning orb.
So close. He's so close.
Carve
Just
through them.
finish it. Oh my goodness, he's so close.
Do it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Jeez. I tried to take on probably a little too many at once, but
That was
It's
a little
fun.
close for comfort.
yeah, no kidding. That was crazy and extremely chaotic. That for lemons and those 2 chests. Fantastic, alright. And mushrooms. Don't know if that was my smartest play, but definitely not my worst play.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed.
Let's stack them together again.
You're mine! I owe you
The
one!
chaos begins.
You're finished! Crush!
Oh, dude. The more chaos, the better. Oh my goodness.
Got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it. Do it! Ball, get toasty!
Burn strike. On your knees. Talon hurricane.
That's my cue.
Oh my goodness.
Shut him down.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
It's over. Just getting
Let the
started.
marksman handle this.
Dragon swarm. You're mine.
Shattering
Eat
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
You're mine. I can carve through armor.
Now, freeze
Should
laser.
have messed with me.
I'll be saving this one. Not on my watch.
Talon hurricane. Don't resist.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Strike.
Freeze lancer.
I'm not. I'm on it.
Steel force. Mega
You're
ray.
mine. Can't get out of this. I'm on it.
Searing flame.
Reload. Chill.
This ends now.
Consider
And,
yourself finished.
Light astral energy. Lightning descent. Lunar crescent.
Oh, I forgot you were still alive. Cool.
Burn in hell. Rip and tear. Dragon swarm.
Radiant love here. Raging
Dragon
storm.
swarm.
Storm light.
You're finished. Talon
Lunar
hurricane.
correction.
Glimmer dragon.
Nothing gets my Lightning flame.
Okay.
You're
You're
I'll
finished.
heal you all. Denied.
Dragon swarm.
Eat this. Healing circle.
Take this.
Now you see what I can do.
I'm not done. Dragon
I
swarm.
rely on my
Flash. Swallow blade. Blow away. Teach you respect.
You require a hand.
Teach me respect. Alright, let's see you try and teach me some respect. Where's that respect you were gonna teach me?
Say no more.
This is... I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
I felt better, that's for sure.
Dang, man. What the heck? Huh.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Ah, crap.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably, as one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't all Madria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegus?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
around here? Actually, yes. And it would be worth sprinting around, save ourselves a little time. This is gonna be another orange thing, isn't it? No, it's not. It's, oh, actually, that's peach. You know, the gels are... I understand their purpose, but... I'd rather take care of them all at once. There we are.
It's on!
I think it's easier to take care of them all at once.
No further! No shield can stand up against this! For my lord!
Save you trouble.
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Radiant sun!
It's on!
Well, keep going.
Be my guest! Ignite!
Also, this is a fun little thing. Recently, I'm gonna turn down the game volume. It's not to be the same volume, no matter how I hear it. The way I'm recording it, you guys are gonna hear it at the same volume. But it's easier for me to talk on the volume slower. One thing that came out recently, and I know I have a friend who's just completely against seeing it at all, but the new Sonic movie, not bad. If you haven't, this will be your time to skip like a minute ahead in the video if you haven't seen it. But yeah, pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna go into spoilers or anything crazy a whole lot if you still plan to see because it literally just came out and that's a dick move. But it was pretty good with how they handled it. The first movie I thought was alright. A lot of people weren't, some people weren't crazy about it, some people thought it was good. I didn't grow up, you guys probably saw from the Sonic video and I talked about it. I didn't really grow up playing a whole lot of Sonic games, but I still knew about it. I still watched some shows, and I played a game or two, just not a lot. I was never really as invested as some other people were, like characters like Spyro and Crash and like some other characters that people might be invested in their childhood. I never really got, like Ratchet and Clank. Like these are all things that I never got invested in, but I understand that they're popular for what they are.
It's on!
And Sonic also, well, I'd say Sonic is up there with, is above that with like Mario and stuff. Like it's like, I was about to say Sony. It's like Sega's reputation rides on Sonic for the most part. I say for the most part. They have other characters, they have other things, but Sonic really is kind of their business model. Kind of like how for Nintendo it's Pokemon really. I mean, that's kind of what it is. And also no, it's not just Pokemon. It's Mario. Pokemon character. I'm really going off tangent here. But, I mean, regardless, for the movie for Sonic, I mean, it's really hard to make, like, video game adaptations good. In my opinion, just because people are so attached to them, it makes you very hard to live it. It makes it very difficult to live up to their expectations. Making a video game, it is much easier. But when making a live adaptation, I'm not going to say live adaptation because that's getting a whole pool of toxic shit. But if you're talking about just making a movie out of it, then you have to meet the you don't have to, but you want to meet the expectations of the fans, and that's a very difficult thing to do, considering it's much easier to put something in a video game and make it make sense of it as in a movie. Especially whether it's supposed to be like following. I don't know how to phrase this. It sounds really, it might sound really dumb coming out of my mouth, but I think it would be way more difficult to make a movie out of something than it would be to simply animate it and structure it in a game. At least depending on the game and depending on the film you want to make out of it, because you're having to structure so many events in so many different ways. And I felt like although Sonic had a lot of different cartoons for its movie, I think it did very well. I mean, the second movie actually had some Easter eggs and some other things, so people that were more familiar with the series could really enjoy it. But I also had parents, like there were a lot of kids there in the theater, which made it a little awkward for me because, you know, I'm an adult. But I mean, there was still plenty of like people there that were older that wanted to see it, but there was a lot for kids there. And it's, you know, obviously a movie directed to kids, but if you're older, don't worry, there's jokes directed at you too. It's long story short, it was a good movie. End credit scene, really fucking enjoyed it. Not saying what it was, but holy shit was I happy. It made the entire movie worth seeing for me, personally. Alright. Bye, Mr. Owl.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
box was a lot larger than I anticipated. Oh well. So if you haven't seen it yet, I mean, there are actually a number of decent movies in theaters at the moment, but although I will say one I was told to avoid by a personal friend was Marvel. Or not Marvel, sorry, Morbius.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I'm pretty spoiled enough to drive the past couple of weeks, so forgive me if I slip up every once in a while and talk like a human being. Regardless, I was told to avoid Morbius like the plague, just because of, I heard people wanted it to be good, but it really wasn't as good, or wasn't very good. I might still go see it, just because I can, but, I've heard that it was meh. Like, for me, I have some high expectations for movies like that. Like Marvel, okay. A good Marvel movie for me recently is like Shang-Chi. If it's Shang-Chi level of good, then that's definitely worth a watch or two. But then the lower end of things is like, and by the way, I just mean because of the plot, the way they handled it, however, whatever means or reason for it. I mean, Black Widow really wasn't great. Eternals really wasn't great. My personal opinion, by the way, feel free to argue. I don't care. You're you know, entitled to have your own opinion. Awesome.
Out of our way!
Here I come! Got you no further!
Radiant, far enough! Radiant storm!
Really stopped them all there. They got it done. I was just looking at it. But I heard Morbius was alright. I think the next one I'm really looking forward to seeing is Multiverse of Madness. But I just wanted to toss this in there. I didn't put it in a Sonic video, obviously, because the movie hadn't been out yet. The movie technically came out yesterday, but I saw it on Thursday and I saw it again on Friday. And yes, I saw it twice. Okay? Leave me alone. Which I think the last movie that I did that was for the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which, by the way, it was a prequel, so me talking about it isn't a spoiler to the series. It was pretty freaking good. Not going to lie. I enjoyed it. I watched both the sub and the dub. Unfortunately, though, my theater only had dub playing at one specific time of day, so that was a pain to work in my schedule, but I still did it. And I actually think the dub was better. That, depending on the community that's turned, is going to be very controversial. Because when it comes to sub or dub, I watch both. Primarily sub, but I watch some dub. It just depends on the show. But I will critique Jujutsu Kaisen as having a really good dub for their movie. They did a good job for that. I enjoyed it.
I need to be stronger.
There's that, which means I need to go over here, right? No. There we are. That should be everything. But regardless, let me know what your thoughts were, whether it's about the movie or... Wait, I missed something right there. Didn't I? I saw the sparkles. Whether it's about the movie, your thoughts in general on Tales of Arise, what you'd like me to do next, whatever it may be about today, or all of the above. Honest to God, it would be nice to have a discussion with some people in the comments every once in a while. But I got people saying hello on the... when it comes to Skyblock content, because, you know, obviously they're going to get their name put on a board on my island. But. Which, by the way, I haven't, if you've been logging on Skyblock and going to my island, I haven't updated it yet. Just because I still have well over a month before it picks them on, or I said picks. Skyblock is anywhere near actually being updated to the point where you're going to see that stuff on, you know, roughly every other week when the episode comes out, or the episode comes out, but to where you'll actually be seeing that regularly. I have a bit of time, and I've been super busy with school stuff because college, but can I run around you? No? Okay. Freakzilla. Alright, get in there.
I'll heal you all!
Let's do this.
Great healing thing! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! Saving forward! I'm only getting
Oh my goodness. Alright, that's gonna do some damage. That time I got a 4,000.
Here I come! Dragon Form!
Did you manage to beat the knight? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd be surprised if 4,000 damage didn't do it to the knight. To a boss, to a mini boss like that, for
Now you
sure.
see what I can do.
But
Dragon Swarm!
Captain Red, where are you going?
I refuse to let this the sniper exist.
Dragon Swarm! Not today! You won't make a
These
fool
people
of me!
become problems sooner rather than later.
Burning strike! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Yup.
Let me help.
My turn!
Now we can deal with them without having to worry about anything.
Dragon Swarm!
Do you require a hand?
Raging storm! Will this help?
Try harder!
Lightning control!
Why do I hear Link every time I hear the hut, 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 hut?
Take this!
Hut, hut!
Dragon Swarm!
Speaking of shows that from video games that have been adapted into movies like scenario, that would obviously be referring to the Halo TV show. For those that have been watching that, what are your thoughts? I'm actually curious. That or Moon Knight? That's another really good one that came out recently. Obviously still coming out. It's not, the full season's not done. Only a couple episodes in, but I've really enjoyed both of those. Holy crap! At least from what I've seen. I don't have Paramount Plus or Disney Plus, but I'm still able to watch a little bit of both. And I've enjoyed what I've seen. Oh. You are able to watch them though. What do you guys think about them? I've heard that people have some interesting things to say about Master Chief. I mean, as far as like how he's played with his character, I don't know the actor's name. I'm really bad at names. I never forget a face, but I swear it'll take me a while to learn your name. To learn names, period. And that also refers to YouTube. If you're talking in my comment section, like, dude, I've been commenting on your videos for God knows how long, I'm still gonna be like, it's like, I remember what you did if you said your name, but I'm not gonna remember your name specifically. And if I do, then I've either been talking with you on the comments for a long ass time,
She sure spared no expense on her cast.
or it had to have been something extremely
This
memorable.
must be.
Because I do not do great with names.
The
Anyway, I'll shut up
captain's
for this.
quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
We might be approaching the end here. This is such a pretty game.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Well, got the key. Which means onwards and uppers. Onwards and upwards. Quite literally. Let's make sure that the recording is still going. Thank goodness. As we make our way to the elevator. Interesting. side and hope for the best.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. What's this thing?
More gold. Gosh darn it. Well, there a way to get on top of it. I'm sure there's somebody who's modded the crap out of this game to the point where they're flying around like Superman, but not me. Oh.
I won't forgive you.
Now you see what I can do.
Whew. That was an area of effect. That was helpful.
Can't get out of this!
Do it. Raging astral energy. Full throttle. Dance in the wind. We'll soon see about that. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Oh, oh, oh.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I just want what's in here. Gosh darn it.
No backing down. Engaging. First strike.
Lunar corruption. Lunar blow.
Dragon form on it. You're finished.
Oh my goodness. It's such overkill to focus the entire party on this one guy.
Tornado.
Poor helpless soul.
Raging astral. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Like I said, completely overkill, but not that I'm
A comfortable win.
Give me 1 second, guys. Wait, I never opened the chest. Should probably change out my equipment soon. Alright, I'm changing out my equipment before I deal with that thing. About a stack is ready to go.
Get lost.
Yep, a dragon.
Dragon
Hear
form.
my call.
Eat them.
Those giant creatures are a real pain in the butt. Where are you going?
Dragon. Aim for the weak
Not on
spot.
my watch.
Dragon.
I'm just getting started. Wind astral energy.
Dragon
More where
form.
that came from. Flash, flash. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Dragon form.
Oh my goodness.
Dragon form.
Flame of fury. More for the stockpile. Raging storm. It's weakened.
Can't get out of this!
This ends now.
I felt fine not too long ago.
Not today. Talon hurricane. Dragon form.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Searing
Dragon
flame.
form.
Reload. Tempest whirl.
I'll
Freezing
smash you.
storm.
Here I come.
This dude's crazy.
I'm on. Dragon form. I'll end you. Watch it. You're mine.
Here.
I'm not done.
I know. Watch and dance in the wind. And here goes. Excited. It's over. Cover the casters.
Hold nothing back.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Not on my watch.
Eat this. You're mine. save you!
There! Help! Lightning! Raging Cascade! Sword! Do it!
Alright,
Astral
time to
energy!
finish this.
Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
The fact that we're able to do that says enough about us as is. Alright. Let's open that now.
Did that
was
get
kinda
rid of the
crazy.
barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
I really hope there's something that regenerates our CP because we're stupid low right now, and it'd be kind of nice if we, you know, if we went into the fight, if we fight the Lord like this, we're dead. That's it. We're dead. That's it. That's the end of the quest. Thank you for watching Tales of Arise playthrough. That's the end of everything, if that is the case. But let's see, go back to 3. Final Destination Smash Bros. Music starts playing as we're approaching the end here. And look, right as I had asked for it. Oh, look at that. Not just dandy. Always nice when things work out, huh? Alright. One more second, guys. There we are.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
This is about to get crazy.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danny Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Romans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the eggs. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed.
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold! Enjoy your meal.
Jeez.
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's
This
right.
is gonna take so long because it's an aerial fight.
Closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! I'll be saving this one! Mega Ray!
No more place.
Swallow blade!
Dance for me.
Raging Storm!
You're mine! It's over! Crush!
Lunar Corrupt Seal! By the power of water! Not in your dreams!
Dragon Spawn!
I'm very grateful we were able to heal, because without it, I would definitely have died. This thing's a freaking monster. Use the peach gel. Alright, cool. Use all of them. I do not care. Peach, orange, use the gels.
Where are you going?
That mattered to me in the least. I did not really use them at all to start starting. So if the AI thinks it's gonna need it, then have at it.
Not today!
This one's kinda crazy.
In a bind?
Jesus Christ.
Dragon Swarm!
Oh, staggered me. That's what that was.
Dragon Swarm! Watch it!
Here, let me help. First aid!
Spot.
Eat this!
Fool! Try harder! My turn!
Raging
Dragon Swarm! I'll run you through! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Thanks! I'm on it! It's go time!
Corruption! Lunar Blast!
Talon Hurricane! Dragon
Here,
Swarm!
let me help.
won't save you! Know your place!
First aid!
Not today!
Thank you.
Dragon Swarm! Blast!
I'll be not in your dreams.
You're mine! Dragon
Take
this! Ride! Can't get out of this!
Mega Ray!
Try this!
Primed and ready. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. First blast. This one's mine.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a battle of attrition, guys, if nothing else.
Dragon Swarm!
Let's just hope we survive it.
Hurricane!
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. This would be easier if you were on the fucking ground instead of in the air, like a bitch.
Mega Ray.
Here I come! Talon Hurricane!
And you can teleport. Fantastic.
I'm only getting.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready. Will this help?
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Attack time.
Your fifth one's all mine! Eat this!
Oh my goodness.
Firmament Render. Here to go. Help this.
Alphen. Live for me.
Aori! No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
Alright, so to kind of explain what happened. It was a difference of one cutscene, but I had invested at least an hour getting to that cutscene, and I don't think I can go back in time. Thankfully, I noticed before the entire cutscene was up. I don't know how far back. Okay. Let's return to your room. I don't... I'm gonna have to restart from everything if I... I'll just explain it. I know it's not gonna be as good. There's stuff on it, and I'm very, 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 very sorry. I legit cannot control... I don't know why OBS is fucking doing this. I really wish I knew. It just stops the fucking recording. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's not driver space, it's not whatever. It just stops it. But I'll at least explain what the hell happened. So, after we beat... Oh, what the fuck was her name? Aldrea? I'll just go with that. After we beat her, and we beat the boss, because that's the last bit you guys saw before the cutscene, Rinwell decided to spare her life and said she'd rot in prison. The guy came back. The guy, the swordsman, the mysterious swordsman, he came back. He's a lord. Surprise, surprise. He crosses swords with Alphen, breaking the rest of his mask, which we'd seen before was like it was affecting him. And Alphen has a giant fucking Renin crest appear behind him, and Shion and everybody's like, what the heck? He remembers who he is. He remembers his circumstances, and the cutscene is basically explaining him and his past, which is the biggest fucking thing in the game, but I'm not repeating an hour's worth of content when I don't have the time. So, I apologize. You could probably look it up in a separate video on YouTube if you're really that curious about Alvin's clip. But, the Lord kidnapped Shion, which is why the flaming sword disappeared, and him with his memories back were here in the island. So you guys missed basically 5 minutes worth of stuff, but to that same degree, I'd have to go through an hour's worth of stuff just to get the 5 minutes. So, yeah. Go back to the beginning of the game, imagine. I'd want to die. Honestly, this is freaking crazy. I want to see what happens when he meets with everybody.
Niori.
Because the ship and everything got swept away, which is why he's on an island, guys.
Damn it.
Here I come!
Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
It's so weird seeing his full face now.
Try harder!
He doesn't look
Now,
bad, it's just
Dragon
weird
Swarm!
seeing his full face when you're not used to
Swallow
seeing it.
Blade! Crush! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Oh my goodness,
You're finished.
so much easier when you have a party of people.
It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Crush! I'm not done! Ah!
Yeah.
Crush! Eternal Devastation! I could do without this pain. Strike! It's over! Here I come! Take this!
I just realized that I'm gonna be using items. Also, Xion was the healer.
This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Take this! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! It's on! Eat dirt! I'm not done! It's over! Dragon Swarm! Try harder! Now! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Dragon Swarm! You're finished! Take this! It's over!
Oh my goodness.
Take this! You're finished!
I'm really sorry about the cutscene, guys. I feel really bad, though. I'm not playing for over an hour's worth of stuff. I just refused. All of that, dude. I'd thought about saving right beforehand, but it was just the recording and everything was still working, so I winged it, and that's my fault. But no. Like, I actually feel really, really bad. I can't.
Alphen?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistlein. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganith Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Xion's close too, right?
Xion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Where the heck could one of your pals be? Because of how much weaker I am, I don't want to have to fight things that I don't have to. Just because I'm a lot weaker at the moment, and I'd prefer not to die. As I'm keenly aware of the fact that I'm starting to have to use health items. Oh, I see his little friend.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
How am I supposed to get over there? I actually don't know. Oh, okay, I can see from there. I was about to say, like, I can't get over there, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Hmm?
We've got a total of 26 of the owls now.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Something's gonna happen. $10 says something happens.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Finally! Nitty gritty. Let's get it.
I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Somebody slap this man. Like, he needs to be hit.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock. Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here.
To go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
This is part 11 of our Tales of Arise playthrough. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry. A part of it got cut out. In the future, I plan to have a new desk, because this one literally can't hold anything else on it. I plan to have a new monitor, and I'll be able to better monitor OBS and do other things. I don't know how far down the future that is. I'm trying to work things together as it is getting a new mic. That's the next thing. Mic and desk, and then monitor, and then we'll see what else I can fucking do as time goes on. But, you know, busy life. We'll see. I'm really sorry. Unfortunately, these things may happen occasionally when it comes to this stuff, and most instances, I will go back in time, and I will do it, and it'll be fine. But I just don't have enough time in the day now to be able to go back in time and just call it dandy and just redo it all. So I hope you guys are bearing with me. I didn't miss all of it, though we nearly missed all of it. Just got the last like 5% of the cutscene, so I'm sorry. But I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube outside of this. Tales of Arise has been out for a fucking minute, so if it's not, then you can scream at me in the comments. I'm sorry that you can't find it here, but the majority of the gameplay is there. The majority of it, the gameplay is there. But unfortunately, that little bit of the cutscene, which is probably the most important part of the whole fucking thing, which irritates me, was cut out because OBS decided to stop recording on me. Which isn't a key, it's not storage, it's just whatever, it's just OBS fucking with me. And it'd be so much easier if I had it viewed on another monitor, though I literally can't freaking do that at the moment. But done with my rant. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the content, like the video, comment down below what you thought, whether it was about the movie, I talked about Sonic, Halo, all that different stuff, whether it's about the game, whether it's about the issues. If you want to complain to me about how I'm a shit content creator or something, hey, go ahead and have at it. But yeah, thank you everybody that watches this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.